So it's been a year since the first festival box, and to be truthfully honest, originally it was a really good idea. You got a really good collector's box or a box the mystery booster. You got sleeves, you got a mat, you got a secret layer especially for it, and you got a load of other things, and it did generally seem worth it. But over the year, it has released, I think this is the fourth one in total, and every single time I thought it got worse, but the price stayed the same, and I did not like that. Then they done the one with the Frexy mat and stuff like that. That one was good. And then they done the thing where it was like, here is just 3 boxes. I'm like, you can just buy the 3 boxes. Why are they doing this? And now they've done it again. They've got rid of the mat. They've got rid of the sleeves. They have a secret layer with it, but the secret layer does seem a little meh, to be honest, overall. So spoilers if you do find this interesting. But in today's video, I will be going over what you can get in the new Vegas bundle box or festival in a box. Give my over thoughts and opinions on the entire thing. But to be honest, you could probably tell where this video is going from the start. And just try and see what people find interesting or not at the very end. So let's start with what is in it. So this part I'll be breaking down each separation of what you get in it by layer. If you go on this secret layer, there is a list of things. I will have it here. So I'll be going over the first thing. The Mystery Boost Collector's Edition is the kind of the biggest thing that you get in here, or the most priciest thing that you can get separated. Originally this was a good idea, but they do it in every single one. That personally, the main reason I got it is I've never had one of these. I've never opened one of these on my own. So I was like, yeah, I got nothing out of it. And to be honest, I think they should do this, but with every single one have a random box. Or even better, literally have it as a random box. Have it as one of those things that, because boxes is usually roughly like 100, 150. So have it as you get a random box. People might not be happy with that, but it's one of those things that I think that would add to it personally, because you could get a set you really love, you could get a set you hate, but that's the risk in this type of thing. But it's one of those things that this has been done so many times. This is the 4th time, and to be honest, this is what will make and break it for a lot of people, because they're like, I already opened one, or I've opened a bunch of them, or I've bought my own. I don't want this. And to be honest, because that's where most of the money is in this, people will just go, I'd rather wait and buy the secret layer singles. And I've heard a lot of people say that online. Next is the secret layer itself. To be honest, this is the best bit of it. I'm not kind of happy you only get 3 cards for the price of the whole thing, but you do get at least a really good card, a good card, and a meh card, in my opinion. Starting with, they are all in etch foil. You can't really see it in the photos, it just looks normal, but it does say etch foil on it. You get 3 artifact mana rocks, which are really good. I love that they have this with pretty much the majority of the mana rocks now. This is the 3rd, I think, from the top of my head, secret layer that has mana rocks as secret layers in this art form. I don't like that you can only get it in this. I think like the other ones, it should have been its own secret layer. Now the one with the suspend is the one that I think is okay. It is an okay card. It hasn't got a reprint since Modern Horizons, I think. So I do think this is a good card, and in this art is a good card for people to get, again, as a secret layer. The Mox Opal is an amazing and expensive card. This is where majority of the interest is, this one card. It is a really good and powerful card. It's really expensive, and all the other arts are very expensive, so I can see this being a kind of where collectors majority buy it and just ignore everything else. And then Sol Ring is the meh one. It's one of those things that's been reprinted so many times. I do not think they should have done it. In this art is completely fine, but it should have been like if it had its own secret layer. Usually there's a special card with it. That would have been perfectly fine. It actually would have been better. Not many people like this Sol Ring. I've literally seen only complaints about the Sol Ring so far. Again, this is what I've looked up. You might see something completely different, but this should not have been a thing. It should have been a 3rd mana rock. Sol Ring has too many reprints. A lot of people don't like the card and think it should be banned. And to be honest, they give it out for free in other events. So why would people want this? Now, This card I have a love and hate relationship for. One, I love the art. This is a secret layer that should have been a thing. It should have been a kind of on its own with 3 or 4 other cards. It is a really good secret layer. The art is absolutely beautiful. My only problem is they should not have a card that says you can have multiples of this card in a deck. As a Commander player, I know I play Singleton, but there's people that have 4 cards plus of this in their deck, and I would find it weird if, even if you play Modern or Vintage or Pioneer or whatever, you have, I would say, 10 of these, 6 of these, doesn't matter how many, as long as it's like more than 2. And you go, yeah, cool, I play the secret layer art one, and then here is like 5 normal ones. As someone that's very nitpicky, I would love to have, like, if I do have 10 rats in the deck, 10 of these in this art, but it'll be very difficult for people that want to do that love this art. That's why I think it would have been easier, because there's so many cards in Magic. They could have picked anything else really, but they should not have picked a card that you're allowed to have multiple versions of in a deck, because people that have multiple versions in a deck will want the multiple versions in that one deck. And then the more annoying one, the Chaos Draft. Now, I didn't know what a Chaos Draft was until I seen this, and to be truthfully honest, the box has 24 packs in it that you can draft, and then this is 24 certain packs that you can draft. To be honest, this just shows what people really enjoyed and really didn't, because it seemed to be the sets that they really enjoyed you get 4 packs of, and then the sets that people kind of went on, you get 1, to try and get people to be like, see, this is really good, you should buy our stuff. It should not have been a secret layer or a festival in a box. If I wanted to do a Chaos Draft, I will go to my local LGS and buy packs to make a Chaos Draft. This is one of those things that Wizards know Chaos Draft is a thing, but they should have stayed away from it. Or, if needs be, again, the same with the box, it should have been fully randomized. It should have been, you get 24 booster packs, completely random. Because you know what you're going to get. So let's say you actually bought a bunch of Dominaria United, and you get 4 packs, you're going to be like, well, I got pretty much all the cards I wanted. And I see a lot of people buying this not to draft. Now again, it's Wizards. No matter what they do, people are going to buy it. But I think when it comes to this, it should have been a better item to buy, in my opinion. I'm not a big fan of this at all, other than the 2 secret layers, and even then they should have been separate overall. Now over here, this is 280 quid for the entire thing. It is and isn't worth it. If you don't have a big bundles of cards, or you're new at the game, this is really good to just get kind of loads of cards at once without, like, if you're new and you want to know Magic for the last 2 years, this is really good to get all of these pack things, because you also get the box 2, you get a cool secret layer. So overall, if you're new at the game and have the money to splash out, I think it's worth it to kind of begin and learn fast and have your own kind of useless bundle, as people call it. Like, do you know what, like, after you play Magic after like 3 to 5 years, or probably less depending on how many packs you buy, it gets to the point where when you do get a pack, you go straight to the rare, go, cool, the rest of the pack goes in a giant pile, and then you box it and then never look at it again. Like, all the commons and uncommons, nearly all Magic players I know are just bundled up. But I don't think it's worth it if you've been playing a long time, because a lot of the cards you have in different arts, you have all the counter spells, you have all the basic draw spells, like majority of the cards you have. So it's not worth really investing unless you're lucky enough to get like the expensive card in like 3 to 5 of these sets. Secret layer, again, not really worth it unless you actually have the thing on its own, like the own secret. Like, I would have bought the artifact one if it was on its own. I don't really like it. Overall, again, it's up to you. It depends on your circumstances. Just, if you don't have the money to splash out, don't do it. If you're making bang, and you're like, oh, I don't care, buy it. Go to your friend's house and go, his packs for everyone. It'll be a nice gift or something like that. But just overall, it is not a good product. Wizards can do so much better. But they try and make, here's the cheapest thing we can make for the most profit, because people will buy it. They're literally just going like, all the boxes that fell out the packs bundled up together. Here you go. People buy it. Now, don't get me wrong, I still love the game and everything. I just personally think they could be doing a better job. But as always, let me know what you think of this secret layer. Let me know if you would buy it or not, or your thoughts and opinions on it. I always love to see people's thoughts and opinions on these type of stuff that's not my own. Let me all know in the comments down below. While you're down there, to remember to like, subscribe, follow me on my social media, all that YouTubery stuff that YouTubers ask for. We're getting closer and closer to 1,000. We're at like 560 something now, so I'm happy with the pace. Again, as a YouTuber, I want to go faster, but that's just me. But as always, thank you for watching my content. Thank you for everything, and I will see you all in the next video. Also, if you like this video, we have a previous Is It Worth It here, a playlist of Is It Worth It here, and a subscribe button here, which I think you should click and then share to all your friends right here. And I'll see you all in the next video.